So Anthropic just released Claude Sonnet 5, and this is now the new default model inside Claude for both free and paid users. The main goal of Sonnet 5 is pretty simple. Anthropic wanted to make its most widely used model much closer to its flagship Opus model, without making it expensive. So instead of reserving the best performance only for Opus, they've significantly improved the Sonnet series while keeping it affordable. One of the biggest improvements in Sonnet 5 is coding. Anthropic has also improved reasoning, computer use, and general knowledge tasks. So whether you're writing code, debugging, or just using Claude for everyday work, this update should perform better than the previous version.
Now, let's see how Sonnet 5 performs in the benchmark tests. Compared to Sonnet 4.6, Sonnet 5 performs better across almost every benchmark. The biggest improvement is in coding, where it scores 80.4% on Terminal Bench compared to Sonnet 4.6 at 67%. So if you're a developer, this is one of the biggest upgrades in this release. It also performs better on software engineering tasks, reasoning, and computer use, showing consistent improvements over Sonnet 4.6 instead of just improving in one area. And if you compare it with Anthropic's flagship, Opus 4.8, Opus is still the better model for the most difficult tasks, but Sonnet 5 gets much closer to that level of performance while costing much less, which is probably the biggest point here.
Now, if you want to try Claude Sonnet 5, the easiest way is through the Claude app or the Claude website. It's already available there, and even free users can access it since it's now the default model. Just keep in mind that if you use the high or max effort modes too much, you'll probably exhaust your usage limits much earlier. And if you're a developer and want to integrate it into your own applications, you can also use it through platform.cloud.com using the Claude API. But you'll need to purchase API credits to use it there. Now let's talk about the pricing. Until August 31, 2026, Claude Sonnet 5 is available at an introductory price of $2 per million input tokens and $10 per million output tokens. After August 31, the pricing changes to $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens. For now, Anthropic has also increased the rate limits across Claude Chat, Claude Code, Cowork, and the Claude platform, so users can properly test Sonnet 5 and the other models.
Now let's compare Claude Sonnet 5 with GLM 5.2. For this test, I'll ask both models to create a 2D solar system with animations, interactions, and a polished UI. I'll start by giving this prompt to GLM 5.2 using DeepThink with high effort mode. And while that's working, I'll use the exact same prompt on Claude Sonnet 5 with its high thinking mode. GLM 5.2 has already started planning the application, and Claude is also planning its approach. Now GLM 5.2 has started writing the code, so let's give it a moment to finish. In the meantime, let's see what Claude is doing. It's still planning, so we'll wait a bit longer. GLM 5.2 has finished generating the code, so let's open it in full screen and see the result.
Wow, it actually looks really good. The animations are smooth, the planets are orbiting nicely, and it even includes controls to speed up or slow down the simulation. The UI also looks clean, and even after zooming in, everything stays clear and well-designed. Now let's go back to Claude. It's finally finished planning and has started writing the code. All right, Claude has also completed the generation, so let's see how it turned out. This also looks really good. The planets, stars, and overall animation are clean, and the interactions work as expected. If I compare both results, I think both models did a great job.
But personally, I prefer GLM 5.2 here. It generated the code noticeably faster, and I also like its overall UI and user experience a bit more. Let me know in the comments which one you think did a better job.
Overall, this looks like a nice update from Anthropic. If you're already using Claude, Sonnet 5 is definitely worth checking out. For more AI model updates like this, have a look at the other videos on my channel.